Welcome to Learning Canva Live, the show where I'm bound to lose my train of thought, and that's okay. What's on the agenda today? We're going to talk t-shirts, information about the Canva app, and I'm going to be answering your questions live. Oh, there's also an announcement about where you can find me next week and the new feature I teased about in the community post and today's thumbnail. Like always, if you have any questions about Canva or YouTube, don't hesitate to ask in the chat or comments. We have a whole lot of things. Wow, let me try that again. We have a whole lot to learn, so let's dive right in. How's everybody doing today? I've had kind of a crazy week. It's been really extremely crazy. It started off a week ago and it has not stopped. But let's dive in. And I mentioned last week that it is okay to need tools. And so I made myself some tools today to help me get through today's live stream, but I can't wait to answer some of these questions. The first thing we're going to dive into is designing t-shirts. Now you might go, well, what does designing t-shirts have to do? Let me switch it. What does designing t-shirts have to do with YouTube? So here's the thing, you might want to design some merchandise for your channel, but a comment by Danita on the channel actually inspired this portion of the live stream. And so I'm super excited to dive right into it. But before we dive into it, I want to say hello to a few people. If you would like for me to say hello to, make sure you say hello in the chat. Let me go to the comments, and here we go. Late Night Creations says, hello to you. It's so great to see you. And I think I read that your name is Kendra. It is very nice to have you here today. Chris is back. It is always nice to have you. If you have any questions, let me know. Instagram Shorts and Lives was the first one to chime in with a comment. It is great to have you here today. And Late Night Creations. I always like to know how people came to name their channel. So I guess before, hold up. Let me, before we get into this, I'm just going to take a moment to tell Kendra why the Creator Classroom is the Creator Classroom. I'm going to make it as short as possible. I've told this story a couple times, but so basically what happened was, you see, what had happened was a few years ago, it was probably summer 2020. Someone asked me how I created the text captioning on some of my YouTube videos. And they didn't mean like closed captions, but I would just pop up text overlay. And they wanted to know how I did it. And I explained that I did it in Canva. I couldn't explain written-wise what I did, so I made a video. And probably about 6 months after I made that first video, I created this channel. Now, there's a video about the name and what it stands for, and I will link that in the description below. In fact, let me leave myself a little chat. So the link I want to leave is the name change. So that just tells me what it is. Okay. So anyway, the Creator Classroom, the reason why I went with that is because I really like that this channel, it's a Canva Tutorials channel, but I'm really focused on the creator, whether you're, and it's mainly YouTube, but I do understand that creator can mean a lot of different things. And so there are people that come in that want to know a little bit about Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and other social media platforms. I would love to know what social media platforms you all use for designing in Canva, because that helps me sort of tailor my content to you. So, and then Classroom, I used to be a preschool teacher, so that just kind of came naturally, but I had a lot of comments saying that they love learning from me, that I'm a great teacher. So I just put everything together, the Creator Classroom, and there you have it. That's how the name came to be. I'm guessing that my sound's okay. No one has said anything about the sound being off, so I'm going to assume that my sound's good. And we're going to go into learning, and we're going to do the first two things are comment requests. The first one's about designing t-shirts, and the second one, let's see. I use Canva for my YouTube channel and YouTube and Instagram predominantly. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Let's get this up right here. Designing t-shirts. So this one was inspired by Danita, and we're going to dive into that right now. Let me get rid of my cheat sheet on my screen, and then we're going to add this to the stream right here. Oh, before we do that, Dolores, it is so nice to see you. Thanks for joining today. I use Canva to make ad videos. Videos are amazing in Canva. All right, so what we're going to do for the t-shirt, and I'm trying to make this really quick, so I'm not going to dive into a whole bunch of the designing aspects, but what you would do is type in at the top, shirts. So shirt sale, t-shirt, maybe let's try t-shirt. Right here, t-shirt. We're going to click that. Now, they've got a whole bunch of templates that you can use. And this person was specifically wanting something that they could upload into Cricut. And so I'm just going to choose something pretty simple. And this is just to get an idea, but I kind of do, let's see. I kind of do want to get one that's free. What about this one? Life is so good. We'll click this. Now you can change the fonts and everything around however you want. I'm just going to leave it like this to show the example of how to download it. And she was specifically wanting to know about the SVG so that she could upload it into Cricut. So here we go. We're going to download this. You would click share, download. Here's the file type. We're going to drop down the arrow and then go to SVG. Now, SVG means scalable vector graphic. I think it's graphic at the end. And it basically just means you can scale it easily. It is a Canva Pro feature. If you want to try downloading an SVG, you have Canva for free, then check the link in the description and you can get a 30-day free trial of Canva Pro and give it a try. But we're going to click transparent background. So you also want to click that for when you're making t-shirts and you're using it in Cricut or I know that there is another, there's another platform that vinyl cutting machines that people do at home. But this is specific to Cricut because that's what I have. SVG, transparent, we're going to download it. So it downloaded pretty quick. I'm going to X out of this, and then I'm going to open up Cricut. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it was a request from a viewer, and very soon we're going to get back into Canva. But you would click New Project. And then at this point, you would go on the left-hand side and click Upload. And here, Upload Image. Now, you can upload JPEGs, GIFs, PNG, BMP, SVG, or DXF. I've just found that SVGs tend to work the best. So you would upload the image. We're going to browse right here and grab it from my downloads folder. And here it is. And I'm going to click Upload. So at this point, I would click the image and add it to Canvas. The tip that you're going to need to know when you upload something, why did it not go there? Well, it's there. I just can't. There it is. Man, it's huge. So the thing is that these are individual. If I click Make It, it is going to be all over the place on the mat. So what you'll need to do, and I didn't think about this when I was making it, it needs to be smaller. So you're just going to shrink it to the size that you want. Let's say that you want it to be this size, like about 10 by 6, right? But it's not going to, you're not going to be able to cut it right. You're not going to be able to cut it right. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. See, I promised at the beginning there would be lots of train of thoughts lost. But if you click Attach, then all of the letters and everything will be attached. And then you can click Make It. Man, lots of trucks are driving by today. You just have to make sure that you mirror it if you're using it for HTV, and then you can continue and make it as if you had made it in Cricut Design Space. So I love using Canva to create shirts. Let me bring this back up. Not that. I did not mean to bring that back up. That's fine. All right, I'm going to close out Cricut. And I'm going to go back to the home page. All right, let's see here. Remember, if you have questions about Canva, drop them in chat or comments. So I'm going to go check out a few comments that have come in while I was doing that teaching segment. And here in a minute, we're going to do this, where I talk about how you can download the Canva apps. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, Dolores, I use Canva to make ad videos. And Kendra says, Silhouette, Brother, Starcraft have cutting machines. Yeah, I just could not remember the name of them. I knew the name, but it just didn't come to me right there. But yeah, so you could probably use it very similarly in all of those vinyl cutting machines. Can you use design for website? I tell you what, Chris, I'm going to star this comment and I will come back to it during the live Q&A. If you made that t-shirt, would you be able to sell it without any copyright issues? That is a fantastic question. That's a fantastic question. Now, I do not have all of the legal knowledge, but let me show you where to find the legalese. Let's see here. I'm looking up something, or I'm trying to look up something. Hold up a second. I'm reading. Let's see here. I tell you what, while I'm reading real quick, give me a minute. I'm going to put up a video while I'm reading this because I don't want to tell you anything that's incorrect. So watch this and I'll be right back. I'm almost there. I know what I'm going to say. Find the link for commercial selling. All right. So what you're going to do, I'm going to add this to stream. What you're going to do is I typed in the word selling in the help button. If I X this out, click the purple button down here and type in selling. The exact phrase is right here. Content licenses. Hold on a second. Content licenses and using Canva for commercial purposes. So when I scroll down, it tells you what's allowed. Use our content in Canva Design for a wide range of personal and commercial uses. You can even sell merchandise with your design on it. But then there's a whole bunch of legalese. So you just need to read Section 5 of their content agreement. I'm going to open this link up. And we're going to post a link in chat for everybody. But I'm also going to add that link. I'm going to add that link in the description after the live stream's over. Okay. So hopefully that, I know that didn't answer your question, but to be honest, I've not tried selling anything, so I've not looked into the legal agreements for it. But I do know where to find it. So sometimes not knowing the answer, but knowing where to find the answer is half of the battle. Okay, let me X this out. Let me remove this. And I'm going to remove that and go back to chat and see what's going on. Oh, that was the wrong thing. So that's the question that I just answered. Dolores says, I also do t-shirts for print on demand and interiors for low content books to sell on Amazon, KDP, and t-shirts to sell on Merch by Amazon and Redbubble. Amazing. Good info. Thank you. You're very welcome. You come up with any other questions, please drop them in the chat. That was a great question. All right, let's see here. What am I going to do next? We got designing t-shirts, the desktop app. So this question was asked by, or this question wasn't specifically asked by Simona, but it reminded me that I wanted to mention this. So basically, let me find Simona's question. Basically, as you guys may or may not know, I use Windows for everything. I am not an Apple or a Mac girl, but Simona was basically asking or saying that she doesn't use Chrome on her Mac because it's super buggy. And is there a tutorial on how to do it in Safari? And the thing is that let me just have me up. Canva, I know they've got different features on Chrome and on Edge than they have on different browsers. And I'm not familiar with Safari or what features Safari might have because I don't have a Mac and I don't use Safari. However, most of the time, those features are also available for the desktop app. So what I wanted to do is show you where to find the desktop app. Now, or how to get the desktop app, if I can find out where that is, because I knew where it was. Oh, I think I know. Hold up. My brain just had a massive there we go. Let me share my screen again. So canva.com/download. And I'm just going to copy the one for Windows and put it in chat. Because whenever I go to download, it automatically gives me the Windows option. But I'm trying to see if it will let me just go to download. Yesterday I did this and it let me see the other options. Oh, here it is. So down here at the bottom, there's a download and you can click iOS, Android, Windows, or Mac. And I imagine that you would have a lot of the features. Now, I actually have the Canva app on my desktop. I just don't use it a whole lot. Let's see if it actually will pop up for me. And you can use it just like a web browser, including opening up different projects in tabs like this. So that might be something that you would be interested in, is downloading the apps or the app for your desktop. And you can do that by scrolling down with the website that I left in chat, and I'll also leave it in the comments. Or scrolling it down and getting the operating system of your choice. So just an idea, if you use Mac and are having trouble with Chrome, you can always download the desktop app. and try it out. Let me know how it works. All right. Let's see here. I'm back. Let's look and see what else is on in chat. I missed something. I want to see more for video editing in Canva. I'm going to put a star by this, and but before I go into a deep dive on that, I do have a lot of tutorials on the channel already about video editing. So ask a question about it. What are you wanting to know more about video editing in Canva? So ask those questions and I'll be glad to answer them. I'm going to put a star beside it so that I know to look at it a little later. All right, let me go to my banner and see what's next. And as always, if you have a question about Canva, drop them in the comments or in the chat so that I can get to them in the live Q&A. We are 26 minutes in and I've already taught 2 different things and answered a couple questions too. Let's see. Oh boy. So the question is, I'm starring that, Dolores. I see your question. That's a good question. I'm not sure that I know the exact answer, but I'm gonna show you a couple things. That's a fantastic question. I'll show it to you a little later. The question I have for you, and here's the poll. In fact, let me go. I've got YouTube open over here. I'm going to end this poll. Because my new poll is, actually, I'm not going to leave it. I'm just going to let you guys say yes or no. Should I give the announcement about where I'm going to be next week? Or should I share the 2 new features that I discovered in Canva this week? You might not have them yet, but my guess is that they're coming if I've got them. And I've got 1 new feature on my pro account that I saw, and then 1 new feature on my free account that I saw. So the question is, do you want the announcement about where I'm going to be, or do you want to learn about one of the new features? Let me know in the comments, because I need to, when I do the 2 new features, I'm going to share the free one first. So I need to open up my free account off screen. But let me know which one do you want? Do you want an announcement about one of the new features, or do you want the announcement about where I'm going to be next week? I'm going to have 2 things on this channel, but I'm going to be somewhere else one day. Let's see. Continue with email. Welcome, everybody. If you are just joining us today, oh no. Okay. Yes. No. Hold up. If you were just joining us today, what we're doing is, I have talked about t-shirts. I've talked about designing t-shirts in Canva and uploading them to Cricut. I've talked about how to download the desktop app. I don't want to show you the next slide because I think it gives a little something away. Let me remove that. And Dolores says new features. All right, I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. I'll share one new feature first, but I've got to find it. Maybe I can find it in Firefox. It won't let me open up my free account on Chrome for some reason. So hopefully this. Hopefully this will work. All right, and ironically, this kind of has to do with this too. I want to see more for video editing in Canva. All right. I actually do not have a slide for this one because I just thought of sharing this. So we're gonna go to the free account. And so the reason why I'm sharing this in my free account is because this particular feature isn't available yet in my pro account. And so I want to showcase the feature that is for free, that I'm guessing is coming to everybody. And it's not on all accounts yet because I don't have it on my free account, but I do want to show it. So let me share my screen. And I'm going to click on video. And basically, when you use a video document, it gives you a play button and a playhead, and you can do different things with it. But I'm just going to go to Elements and click Video. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I bet that video I tested something out with is in my pro account. But all right, I tell you what, let's just look at. I'm trying to find one that would be cool. Let's just grab this clock. I don't know that this would be the most fantastic use of this tool, but I'm just going to set it as background. And then I'm going to click, there's a new button up here called Edit Video. Do you guys have one called Edit Video yet? So in this particular one, I'm clicking Edit. Oh. You guys are seeing, you got, who knows? It could be on the other one. It could be on the pro account. So I'm just going to go ahead and spoiler alert. The new feature with Pro that's coming out, background remover for video. Let me show you. It's a background remover tool for videos. All right, but that's not what I'm showing right now because I can't show that on the free account. So over here next to FX is Adjust. And you can make adjustments to videos. You can adjust the warmth of the video. I mean, this is just like pictures, right? So it's just kind of like the pictures, but you can also do it in video. Now, this is really crazy, ridiculous shadows and fadings and vibrance and saturation and X process and everything like that. They've even got a vignette. So what I think would be really fun is, let me reset all of these, is you could turn these videos to like a black and white, a black and, wow, yeah, am I right? Like you can adjust these videos now. Now, I don't think everybody's got it because I'll need to look in my pro account to see if it's come up yet. But yesterday, the effects wasn't here in my free account, but it is now. I can't use it, of course, because this is the free account, not the paid plan. But the adjust function wasn't in my paid plan yesterday. So maybe if I go there, it will be in my paid plan today. But it is so exciting. I love this so much. And I just like, can you imagine what all you can do with this? You can change things to black and white. Like I really love that a lot. I mean, that's awesome. I'm telling you, yesterday when I saw this, I legit screamed. Like I was like, ah, yeah. Because I wasn't expecting this. I knew the background remover was coming to video. But I did not know that they were going to bring in this adjust feature. And I think if you have it, you should play around with it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to close this out, and I actually just want to look right off. I'm going to grab something. I know it's not on the screen yet. I just want to see if it's in the free account yet. That's not a video. Yeah, I don't have that on the free account yet. But let me, does anybody, I mean, I can't really answer any questions about that specific function because I legit it just showed up on my account yesterday. And I don't really know anything about it, but just in case you've seen the edit video logo, I want to make sure that you knew it was there and what you could do with it. All right, now let me pull this up. We're going to do this right now, this announcement, and then we'll get to the big background remover tool because that is so much fun. All right, let's see. I have been asked several times, and this is, I mean, we're talking about even a year ago. I've been asked several times. Let me pull up a banner for myself to. I have been asked several times to go on different live streams, and people would want me to come on their show to do interviews about different things. And each person that asked me, I politely declined. No, thank you. I'm not interested in that. I have trouble with my words. I'm concerned about what people would think. And I don't know. And so I've been asked multiple times by multiple people. And many months ago, one of my subscribers, her name is Claire Sara, sent me an Instagram message. And let me see if I can find that exact message because it's kind of funny looking back at it. I will find that exact message, and I'm going to tell you what Claire said to me, but what I said to Claire. Let's see, where is that message? Oh, wow. She actually sent me the message March 31st. So, I'm doing a weekly interview Q&A show with fellow YouTubers about their journeys and growth on YouTube. I love what you are doing and would wondering if you'd be interested in coming on my show at all. Okay. And then with the potential date for sometime in April. And so my response was, I actually don't feel comfortable yet with that because of tech issues and with some health issues that cause me to randomly lose my voice or say the wrong words. Editing does wonders to edit out the mistakes. All right, so that was back in March. So fast forward to May or June, and I started thinking about live streaming. And then of course, if you guys have watched the channel for any length of time, or you have been a follower of the channel, you know that I've had some health struggles, especially recently. And I decided what I was going to do every week was try to get a live stream up and running. And so I did this, and I got to tell you, it still scares the bejeebus out of me to get on camera live because I'm so worried about my brain fog issues and all of this. But I did it. And I've had a lot of lovely conversations with Claire. But here's the announcement. I'm going on Claire Sara's live stream on September 16th. I can't remember the exact time that we said, but it is really early because Claire lives in Australia. So we have like a 13.5-hour time zone difference. And I do better in the morning than I do in the evening. So we're going to do it pretty early in the morning. I just can't remember exact time yet. And that's if I'm feeling okay. We're going to make the decision about an hour before the live stream about whether that's what we're going to do, but I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. But I will share that link on the community tab as soon as it becomes available. So you're going to want to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and with your notifications, and make sure that you allow YouTube to send notifications to your phone so that you can know when I post things on my YouTube community post, because that's where you're going to find out, unless you are subscribed to Claire's channel, which I can also give you the link for. But it will be my first live show as an interview process. Let's see here. Let me put this in the comments. All right, so there's Clara's channel, and she just interviews different YouTubers every week. They talk about different things, and rumor has it I might be teaching a little Canva while I'm on her channel. I've not nailed it down yet, but we're going to have fun. And then the next day I'll have a live stream here, and I'll probably be expanding on what I talk about there, because there we will have it's going to be a hard 1 hour time slot. It's not going to be like here where I extend it, because she's going to need to go to bed because she's in Australia. But yeah, so that's super fun. Let me share my screen. Here's Claire's channel. And here in a minute, we are going to, I'm going to be showing you the background remover tool for video. And then I'm going to be answering some questions. That's great. I can't believe I am finally going to go on someone's live show. I needed to be comfortable on camera at all to be able to do that. So, and she was patient and waited until I was ready. Let's see, where's my banner so I can get rid of this banner. Now, remember, I'm going to be doing a live Q&A in just a little bit, so make sure that you drop your questions in the comments so that I can go through and answer them. I might not have the answers, but you know what? I am 100% honest. If I don't know the answer to something, I go, I don't know. Just like the thing that earlier about could you sell the designs that you make in Canva? I didn't know, but I knew where to look. All right. Oh, and a little later on, I'm going to be asking you, what is something you've learned today? So start thinking about it. Let me find this. Something big is coming. Now, Apex, I spelled it wrong. Apex Tech STEM Tutorials asked a question about, can you remove the background from video? And what I told her was that you couldn't do it, but that I knew that Canva had recently acquired a company called Unscreen, and I knew what Unscreens could do was remove backgrounds from videos. So I thought, if they've acquired Unscreen, then it seems to me like it should be coming. It should be in the works. You guys might not have it yet, but I've got it. I've tried it out, and we're going to take a look and see what I did with this. Let me pull this up and let me get the screen up. See, I told you needed to be here today. Did you just arrive? If you did, you arrived just in the nick of time. I'm sorry I spelled it wrong. I redid it probably 3 times, and apparently the 3rd time still wasn't right. Yeah, I'm still gonna have brain farts. They're gonna happen. I'll lose my train of thought. It's what I do. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put here. All right, this video, let me see if I can find. So this is a pro video, and I used this for the trailer. For some reason, I thought my phone was ringing. Yes, just got here. I mean, I'm talking about you just, like, I planned this perfect, didn't I? All right. So this is Hedgehog Dancing Funny Dance. So if you guys want to try this, if you have this feature in Canva yet, I want to know, because it just showed up for me yesterday or the day before, and my chin hit the floor. Now, I'm going to preface this with saying this is in beta, and I know that truck just going by. I know that there are some kinks in it, but we're going to take a look at this hedgehog with the background, and I'm going to click play. There's no music or anything. It's just this hedgehog dancing around. And I'm on a white background here, so I'm going to click the video, and then I'm going to go up here to edit video. So there will also be an adjust function over here, which I can't pull up that other account right now, but there's going to be an adjust feature. Ape Tech, you're going to definitely want to rewind and watch today's live stream, because I showed another cool feature that's coming. It's amazing, where you can basically adjust video, very similar to how you can adjust photos It's amazing. But it's not come to my Canva Pro account. It is on my Canva free account already though. So background remover, we're going to click this and see what happens. Now, you're going to notice that it is a little funky. That one went really fast, actually. Some of them go much slower than that, but I'm going to click out of it. And, you know, like, it's a little funny, but depending on what you design it on, it looks fine. Because let me go here. I did a recent design for, here it is, copy of live stream trailer. And basically I put it on, I put it here without the background, but it looked fine. So it's not wanting to go through right because of my internet. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm using StreamYard. Let me pull me up for a second. I'm using StreamYard. So I'm going to add the trailer to a video clip. And then once that uploads, I'll show you what the whole thing looked like, because you may not have seen the trailer, so that you can see what those little hedgehogs look like. And that's not even the original background color that the video was. But so exciting. We're just gonna try a couple more. Let's see. Dancing. Let's go to video. I'm going to go here for this lady. I like using this lady in the trailer. And I'm going to see now, you're going to see the little flaws, I think, with this one specifically. But we're going to click edit video and background remover. And it went through, wow, that went really fast. So like yesterday when I tested it, it took like 3 or 4 minutes for it to do. But that went really fast, and it doesn't even appear that there is a apply button or anything. So I'm just going to click out of it. Because I'm streaming and because I'm doing all of this with the internet, it is really not wanting to show you exactly what she looks like. But I mean, that's pretty good. What do you guys think about that? And then I could put this on a different background. Oh, I know what to do. So I made this this background the other day. I've got a video coming out where I talk about how to make gradients in Canva. And so I made a few as tests, but let's see. Yeah, my internet's just not I live out in what we call the boondocks. And so my internet just is not happy. But you still see it's pretty amazing. The case scenario where I thought that it would be fantastic would be the subscribe videos, if I could spell or type. So you see how it's like, I wonder how it would do, and I've not tried it. I wonder how something like this would do with the edit video background remover. So let's see. Apparently, that did not work very well. That one didn't work very well. So you see, so I think it's going to be very, you're going to have a very specific green screen with your videos. And even that, like with all of the animation, I wonder if this one would work better. I have the edit video background remover. Yep, you can play with it all afternoon, aren't you? I think the background remover is a good feature. I don't have it yet. Can't wait. It will be very useful. Yeah, I think it will be, especially once they get things down pat. But I think what I was hoping to be able to use it for, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to use it for that. But yeah, I don't even know if I reduced the level here. Okay, that may have been a little better, but it's still not perfect. You see, because you can see the green. But if you guys want to use this type of situation, right? If you want to use like this subscribe icon in your YouTube videos and you use a different, and you use a different video editor, like for me personally, it's, I need to use a different video editor for as much stuff as I cram in the tutorials. I just have a lot of different things. And so I need that extra video editor. And I need one that's not dependent on an internet connection. And so I use Shotcut. And in Shotcut, there's a feature called Chroma Key. So I can add a filter, add Chroma Key, and select the background. And that will get rid of the background for me. And then if I want to download it without that background, then I can download it, I think, as a .mov file. I can't remember 100%. But yeah, so that's how I would do that. Or that's how I do that, is I just remove the backgrounds in my video editor. So if there's something that you want and it's got a flat screen like this, hold on, let me show the screen. And you have a flat image like this, and there's an animation, and the edit video background remover isn't working the way you want it to, like this one, then just put it into a different video editor, whatever one you use, and use the chroma key or the green screen filter. And that would probably work a lot better. Now, I'm hoping that since this is in beta, I'm hoping that over time it will improve. But Dolores has a great question, and I'm going to go ahead and address it. I wonder if I'll be able to change the background. All right, so we're going to take that out. It depends on how clear. It depends on how clear the video is when you remove it, right? So, like, here's this one. We're going to edit image background remover, right? And I'm just going to add a different background. Let's see here. Let's just grab this one, right click, set images background. Now, the trick is going to be, you won't be able to size it exactly how it is on here, or she will take over the background. Slide in your purple lines like this, and then move her, size her however you want, and then look. So now she's on a different background. Of course, my internet connection is just having issues, but it's understandable. I'm streaming and trying to do internet stuff. I'm really having my computer's really not happy with me. It's like really talking. But you see, like it's just something like this. And you can just change it out. I use DaVinci Resolve, but I do hope the Canva tool gets better. Me too. I'm hoping that, I know that sometimes with beta things, they will leave like little comment. Like I know with the PDF stuff, they'll go, how are you liking this? And you can give recommendations. I'm hoping that they'll do the same thing with this new tool because it really is quite amazing. Now, Dolores, awesome. Now, if you think this is awesome, what you really need to see is this tutorial that I did. Hold up, let me pull it up while you need to see this amazing live stream from a few weeks ago. We'll pull it up. It's funny to see myself live when I'm trying to pull up my channel. Okay. Here on the Creator Classroom, there's one called 7 Secret Image Effects. And basically, I want to pull it up, but I'm afraid I'm going to get echo. And an ad. All right, so here's the funny thing. I have ads, but I'm not monetized. I don't meet the criteria yet, so it's always funny to me. It's always funny to me when I get ads on my own videos. All right. All right. Now I can show you because the ads over. All right. So basically, okay, this is too funny. I saw this and I'm like, when did Living Creekside pop in? So what I did was I shared different tricks of the image background remover, like how to remove an image and do like this Instagram thing, and also a video that's coming up that's going to be a separate video is how to put text behind an image like this. And I've got that video. Actually, it's just a separate video that's like 7 minutes long. That's going to be that. In fact, I need to schedule that video. I might do that now. Well, maybe not now. I'm probably going to do that while I'm live streaming so that you guys can click get notified after this stream is over for that particular segment. And then I go through several text effects, including a text effect that I use for my thumbnails, and just different tips and tricks for the image background remover. I believe the Canva tool works great for videos with people, but the graphic ones need help. They do. I think especially ones with animations. Anything where there's animations, I think it's going to have a lot of trouble. All right, let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. All right, let's see here. All right. Now let me look at my banners. See, I've got little cheat sheets here that help me know. Live Q&A. Who has questions for me? I know there's people here. You've been chatting, and I'm going to go here in a minute and look at some comments. In fact, you know what? I need some water because I've been going for an hour and I've not had any water. So I'm going to put up that quick trailer real quick. I'm going to run, grab water, and hopefully be back before that trailer comes in. And then we're going to get to the live Q&A. What I want you to do is put in your questions, but I'm going to look through the comments and pull some questions that have come through already. But let's see here. All right. Let's see. No. Oh, come on. You guys are, I went and grabbed water and no questions yet. Did you notice the hedgehog in that little trailer? Let me look at starred comments and let me go with can you use design for website, or can you use Canva for websites? Absolutely. Now, there's a couple different ways. And to be honest, I've not really dug into it that much. I'm trying to pull something up on here. Before we move, before I share the screen. I'll get to the voiceover question in just a second. All right. So if you're wanting to create a website in Canva, what you are going to do is search website at the top, and they've got some templates already. And some of them, when you hover over them, will have page numbers. Like this one says blank of 10. This one, blank of 10, right? This one doesn't have multiple pages. So you wouldn't want this one. This is like old school, like what Canva would call old school. It's not going to be the new website like Canva websites. So this one, I'm just going to click on it. Oh, that's not the new website either. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's a little arrow right here. And I've not done a tutorial on this because I'm not that experienced in the website. So I don't think I would do it justice. But Ronnie from Design with Canva knows all about this. So I'm going to leave myself a note to link up to Ronnie's website tutorial. And his website tutorial is quite extensive, but you can click this and it will look like a website, and you can adjust everything the way you need to. You can even preview a website, for example, and this kind of gives you an idea, and you can even publish it. Free domain. You can purchase a domain. You can use an existing one. So that's just sort of the idea. Like I said, I'm not very experienced with them. The only experience I have is one day I was working on trying to put mine together. And I don't know if you know this, but up here, you can look for templates, but you can also look for projects with your search terms as well. And so we're going to click on this, working on Canva website. So this is one that I worked on for the Creator Classroom, but I've not finished it yet. And so I'm just going to, once I finish it, I will publish this so that there's a website that everyone can look at. I actually do have a website, and I use Canva for it as well. But there's an issue right now with me logging into my account, so I've just kind of not updated it in a while. But it's great. You can absolutely use Canva for websites, and you can even use it to upload, to download specific images. If you have a website that you don't want to go through Canva for, you can absolutely do that. I've uploaded things. I've been using Weebly, and I've uploaded things to Weebly all the time that I've done in Canva. All right, let me see. I'm going to star a question that just came through, and I'm going to go back to the stars, and I'm going to find the next one. While I'm doing that, I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, I've already answered that question. Lady Coco, if you're still here, drop your specific questions you have about editing videos in the chat so I can be more specific, because I could talk about video editing for hours. All right, here's the question. I would like to know about doing voiceovers to my videos. Dolores, my question for you is Chrome easy for you to use? Do you have access to Chrome? Because I'm not sure. It might also be available on Edge, but I'm just not sure if it's available. If you're using Mac, I'm not sure if it's available. I'm having a train. My brain left the station. I'm not sure if it's available on other platforms. I'm not even sure if it's available on the Canva app. I'm going to look at that. All right. So it's not voiceover specifically. And let me show you. When I show you, we might have a little bit of an inception issue. Like you might see many of me. You might see many of me here in a second, but I'm going to try to show you the screen. I'm just going to grab a blank video. And this is answering the question about, can you do voiceovers in Canva? So over here, on the left-hand panel, go to Uploads, and if there's a button here called Record Yourself, now I know that this is in Chrome and it is not in Firefox. I want to look real quick and see if it is also in the Canva desktop app, which we talked about how to download earlier. My computer is really hating me. Let's see. Oh, the desktop app has it too. But essentially, and they may not have a separate voice recorder, but you can do this. So you would click Record Yourself. And here is the studio for recording yourself. You can do a camera. You can do a camera and a screen, or you can do just, yeah, I know. Well, let me try that again. Record yourself. Let's just do the screen. That's why it's trying to, so you can do what, the entire screen or just the window. Oh, screen 1 or screen 2. I think that it would be screen 1. You guys would probably just have one screen. I've got 2 monitors because of the live streaming. So share. So you see what I mean by double image, no camera. You would select the microphone that you want to use. So I would choose my Yeti microphone. And then I would click record, right? And so it's recording. I could go to other things and record a voiceover for whatever. I could pull up a Word document, read what voiceover I want, but we would just click record. And let's do this real quick. So we are testing the voiceover feature right now. Let's see how this works. We click done. We're going to go save and exit. Real quick. So we are testing the voiceover feature right now. Let's see how this works. All right. So did you hear the voiceover there? Real quick. So we are testing the voiceover feature right now. Let's see how this works. I'm not sure that if I'm not sure if you guys could hear it, but the voice came over real good. Now, what you're probably going to want to do for the voiceover is go to Elements. We're going to go to Grids. We're going to grab a grid, slide this in there, and then what you'll do is change it to a transparency of 0. Real quick. So we are testing the voiceover feature right now. Let's see how this works. And so then you can design on it. And what I would do is just lock this grid completely. So you would need to click it twice in order to lock it completely so that nothing could go on top of it. And then you can design like that. Or you could even do, let's detach this, not the grid. You could even just make it small on the page somewhere and take it to transparency and lock it twice there. And that way it's not even seen. And I think if you put something there like an image or whatnot, let's see. Yeah. So then, real quick, so we are testing the voiceover feature right now. That's pretty cool. Just in case you can't hear it, what I'm going to do is just, wow. Okay. We're just going to do this, click share. We're going to download, and of course it's an MP4. You are not going to be able to download an MP3 because they don't have the option. We're going to click download, and I'm going to upload it into StreamYard after it downloads to see what it sounds like. But the other thing that you can do, let me put this back on the screen. The other thing you can do is adjust the volume of it, right? And so that's there. Now, if you wanted to do more like MP3, then you would just need to upload your MP4 into a different video editor and export it as an MP4, because as of right now, they don't have a download MP3 format. You're very, very welcome. I hope that that was useful for you. There might be other ways to do it. I'm just not very familiar. I think it's in the presentation mode. But I've just found that to be the most. I'm looking to see. Okay. Let me, add this, come on, right here. There is also a present and record option under the share, but I'm not very familiar with that. So you might want to play around with the two different things. I'm going to upload this that I just did. Hold up. I just saw a new hi from Paris. What's great is it's great to have someone from Paris. The only thing I remember from French class is bonjour and kiss. That's the two things I remember from French class. Bonjour. And I probably said it really southernly, but bonjour. All right. Yeah, I don't remember what ça va. I don't remember what ça va means. I just remember kiss. True story. In that French class, the teacher pointed to the guy that was sitting next to me and said, kiss. And I just looked at her and said, no, thanks. All right, I'm trying to upload that video clip that we just downloaded that we tested the voiceover feature on. And so while that's uploading, we're going to go take a look at the comments because I think we had a couple. Yeah. I mean, and I knew she was asking me, who's that? But no, thanks. I don't. The whole class busted up. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to find the stored comments. Is there a way to create our own animations? How can we submit our animation for others to use? You remember when I say that if I don't know the answer to a question, I'll say, I don't know. So I do know that you can create your own animations. I also know that it is very tedious. One of subscribers living Creekside creates her videos, not on Living Creekside. I can't remember. Hold up, I'll find her channel. Because she does, let's see. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I got to look at comments. I guess while I'm here, I should schedule that other video for Premiere. Be Loved Baby. Let's see. Here we go. I know that this channel does her animations in Canva. So I'm not sure what all she does and how much is in Canva and how much is in like a video editing software. But let's see. I'm pulling something up. We're going to pull up a video file, a video document. Laughing about my French incident. I'll laugh all the time. I've not seen that guy in years, decades, but no, thank you. All right, let's see. Animations. I know I'm not showing my screen yet, but I basically want to show you. And if you're still here, can you expand on submitting animations for others to use? Can you expand on that, please? All right, let me show you this. So basically, what you would need to do is whatever you are using, right? Like, I don't know if you're talking about like an animation, like my brain won't let me think of the term, but let's say that we're going to try to move this little shape right here, right? What if we're trying to move this shape so that it would go all the way over there? How would we do it? Well, first thing is we would want to have a really small video clip, like maybe 0.3 seconds. And then we can duplicate this. So I'm just right clicking and duplicating and then making a very, very minute adjustment, right? And then we would do the same thing here. Duplicate and then make a very, very minute adjustment. And we would just keep going. And if I kept going at this pace, we would be here for another hour. So let me, let's just see what happens here. If I play this and you see how it's animating. So basically you would just keep going at that speed, and you could even do a plus with a transition and match and move, apply between all of the pages, and it would go even smoother. Now, the problem that I see with this is if you're just wanting the animation without the background, at this time, we can't download an MP4 without a background. So you wouldn't be able to do that. It would just be like a video slideshow of the animation. I don't know whether something like this would work well with the new background removal tool. So let me just download that real quick and see if we can do that. I'm just curious. And then how could you share it? Well, I tell you what, hold up, guys. I see that there's one more question that I'm definitely going to get to. I need a second to drink some water. So I'm going to show you a quick video and I will talk about this in a second. But give me a second. I need a minute to drink some water for my throat. So I'm going to show you a video real quick. Let's see. I don't have anything long except for what's already been shown. So I'm going to show. All right. And it didn't help much. I probably don't have much left in my voice tank here. What I was doing real quick was seeing if whether I could remove the background from this. Oh, no, not that. I'd be very interested. So you see, sometimes it takes a little while. So we're waiting for it to finish up. It's still working, 90%. It says 100. That doesn't look like it's been a great rendering, but we're going to see. Yeah, that didn't work too well. Oh, I mean, it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. Very interesting. All right, so how to share it. I'm not sure if you're still here, but basically what you would need to do to share an animation is if you're just wanting to share the video clip, then you would just download it like an MP4 and share that video clip with somebody. If you were wanting to share them to be able to put it into their project, into their Canva design or whatnot, what you would want to do is create a template link. But here's the thing about template links. If you create a template link, it will only be available as long as you have that project in your Canva. So let me show you what I mean by that. In fact, I'm even talking about this. I sort of talk about this. Let's see. I need to clean up my stuff here. So I've got this template link that I'm going to be sharing in an upcoming video where I teach how to make some gradients. In fact, let me go here. Not this one. How to add text behind the images. On September 19th, I'm going to be doing this video called the Canva Gradient Tutorial, which is how to design gradients for thumbnails like this one. But essentially, I just lost my train of thought. Essentially, I'm going to have a template link in the description. As long as I've got this project in my Canva designs, then people will have access to this project. But the moment I put it in the trash can, people will not be able to access it. So it will only be available. Well, they'll be able to access it if they've clicked it before you delete it. But if you delete it and that link's still out there, they won't be able to click it. But what you would do is click share and click template link. If for some reason template link isn't there, then it would be in the more section. And then typically it's here under share with the template link. You can get it and then you can create, like, okay, I'm going to copy this right now and put it in chat, right? I'll put it in chat. It's a very long link and you would be able to click it and see what's here. Now, I've not finished with this, so you would get to see it before it's ready. If you're in live chat and you see it, I might have to erase that. But yeah, so as long as I've got this template or this design in my project, it would be available for people to click. But the moment I delete it, they won't have access to it. If they've clicked on it before I delete it, they'll have that template. So that's how I would share an animation. I would share it like a template, but I would just be clear, this is a limited time offer. You won't be able to use this link forever. So go ahead and open it up and make sure that you have a copy of it in your Canva file. All right, let me look at my star folder. There was one last question. Is it possible to wrap text around an image with Canva? I would really need to research this, but it depends on what shape you're going with. Let me grab this. Oh, that just reminded me. I forgot to share that. We're going to look real quick at that voiceover I made earlier. Real quick. So we are testing the voiceover feature right now. Let's see how this works. Wasn't bad. Now, typically when I'm doing voiceover, like I'm really sitting like super, super close to my microphone. I probably should be sitting this close to my microphone during the live stream, but I just can't do that because then look how low I get when I'm sitting this close to the microphone. And I also can't type like that. So I sit further back. All right, let's see here. So what I'm showing you is probably not exactly what you want. Oh. What I'm showing you probably isn't exactly what you want, but I am going to show you one technique. So let's just grab, and I was looking, let's see if there's a photo here. All right, we're going to grab this basketball. It probably isn't exactly what you're wanting to know, but let me leave myself a private chat. Research later if it's not what you're looking for. But let's take this basketball, for example, and I'm going to type basketball. We're going to make it a little bigger. All right. I'm even going to click that and go uppercase. And I'm going to click out of this. Here we go. We're going to sort of wrap this around the basketball. So go to effects and watch. There's a curved effect right here. And you can adjust this so that it is aligned, wrapped on top of the basketball. So if you curve one way, it will curve this way. You can even curve the other way. If you need to, you can even go up here and there is a spacing bar and you can adjust letter spacing if you need to. If there was more than one line, you could adjust the line spacing. Again, I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about, but it is an option. Now, for like a person or for something that's not round, I'm not sure what you would do. I would need to research that. You can see that I even, well, maybe, yeah, up here, wrap a text around an image. I was trying to see if I could see exactly what you're talking about. And for a paragraph of text. So I'm not, I think it would be a lot of tweaking, right? So I would need to really research that. What, Eric, tell me what you would use that for. Like, are you talking about using it for Instagram? Or are you talking about for like a still image for a YouTube video or for a website? Tell me what you're thinking about using that for, so that when I'm researching it, I can for an ebook. Okay, that's going to help me. All right, so I can't make any promises that I'm going to have any answers for you, but what I can promise is that I will look into it. And I've even put myself a little note so that I can look into it, maybe not today, but for afterwards. But this is a really cool trick. And the cool thing about the curved effect is that you can actually add other effects on top of it as well. It is the only text effect where you can do more than one text effect. Let me grab this and I'm going to choose a color. If I can find my mouse, I've lost my mouse. I've lost my mouse. Here we go. We're gonna give it a blur. But yeah, just it's fun. I love playing around with the different text effects and things like that. By the way, this isn't your question, but if you ever do want to stack text effects, all you need to do is duplicate things. So I'm going to duplicate this, and we'll put like a lift shadow text effect on it. Let's make it white. And then we can go with this one and give it a hollow text effect and put it right on top. And then that gives you two text effects at one time. We can, oh, look, remember I've got the voiceover there. You can group them together so that you can move them around. All right, let's see here. I don't remember whether I've shown everything or not, so we're going to go through and see. Today, we've talked about designing t-shirts, and we talked about the desktop app, which has more features than a lot of the different browsers. We talked about removing backgrounds on videos, which is a new Canva Pro feature. We talked about me going on Claire Sara's show. We've done the live Q&A. Now it's time for recommendations. It's time for some recommendations. Thank you. I really needed that info. I'm so glad. While I'm doing the recommendations, what I would love for you to do is to tell me something that you've learned today. What is something that you didn't know that you could do in Canva that you can do in Canva? Because I really want to create a community post one day this upcoming week with a few of the comments from this live stream that talks about your aha and wow moments. So just leave those in the chat, and I'm going to find my recommendations for what you're going to do next. All right, so I'm going to leave here. What is something you've learned today? I'm going to remove this. That's not what I was trying to do. Here we go. What you're going to do is you are going to click get notified for this. And I'm going to click this because I'm going to set it for Premiere right now. And this also will help you if you are wanting to know how to schedule things for Premiere if you have a YouTube channel. So we're going to go here. I've got it scheduled already. I'm going to click the down arrow, and then I'm going to click Set as Premiere. A public watch page will be created, and it's going to show a countdown to that date. So I'm going to click Done, and now I'm going to click Set Up Premiere. You can choose different themes. I like the break theme, and you choose the countdown length. I'm going to choose 2 minutes, but you can choose more or less. And if you have 1,000 subscribers, you can add a trailer. So I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click a trailer where here it is. By the way, a trailer is just a short, like 15-second to 3-minute upload that's unlisted that you can add to your premieres, and you can add them to your live stream as well if you're doing live streams. So there it is. This is the one that I use for all of my video premieres, which is just a pre-recorded content. And I'm going to click Save. So now everything's set up for me, and I'm going to click Save. Let me go to the channel off screen, and you're going to be able to go, and it really helps if I type in the right thing. Okay, here we go. And what you're going to do is go to the home page, and you're going to go right here to this Canva text trick and click notify me. This tutorial is going to be out on Monday, September the 12th at 9 o'clock. I just realized, no, my appointment's the next week. Okay. So basically, about 20 minutes before the video starts, I jump into chat and I'm there to answer questions in a chat with you guys before the video starts. And while it's on, I sit there and we can chat while it's on as well. I won't be on screen. And then afterwards, for about 4 or 5 minutes, while the chat is still available, I stay in chat. So it's a really fun way, and I don't have to worry about live streaming. So it's just a fun way. And I actually took this idea from one of the live streams that I did recently, which would have been this one, the 7 secrets, the 7 secret image text effects. And people liked it so much, I'm like, you know what? Let me create a separate video. So that one's coming up. So make sure you turn on your notification bell for that. And I would also really recommend rewatching this video. So it might take a little while for the for it to process, but watch it again. Share it with people. All right, let's see here. Let's see, I have a couple comments. Let's see what they are. Ape Tech STEM Tutorials. Her. Are you a her? I'm not sure. My apologies if you're not. Canva video background removal. So awesome. It's amazing. It could be better, let's be honest, but the fact that it's there at all is absolutely amazing. And Dolores has learned voiceovers, removing background, adding background, text effects. Like, you get so much here. And some of the stuff I don't even plan. Like, I planned 3 things, and really, when I plan, it's really when I plan for the live streams, it's really more of a what do you call it? Wow. Spontaneous. Like, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do, but I don't really plan it because that is part of the fun for me for live stream. You are very welcome, Eric. I appreciate you for being here. Like, it is so much fun when I've got my brain, I just had a brain fart. When I've got people that are in the chat, that are interactive, that are asking questions, that just, it makes it so much fun for me. So yeah, make sure that I know that you've got to be subscribed. One of these live streams, you know what I'm going to do? I can set it to where chat's only subscribers. One of these live streams, I should do that just as a special, like, subscriber only chat. So yeah. You get 5 stars. Yay! Yay! And I don't even think I forgot to share any of the screens today. All right, let me get rid of this banner. And let me see if there's any banners that I made that I did not get to use today. Oh, well, just this. If you are using Canva for free, I hear you. You don't want to spend money on anything that you don't have to. And I really, really understand if finances are difficult. Let me help you out. And what I mean by that is I've got a free trial listed in my description, and you can give Canva Pro. There's no, wow, I lost my train of thought. I'm not very good at this. Like this part, I'm just not very good at this. You can try it for free. There's no catch, right? Like you just try it for free for 30 days. And it's just an amazing tool. The background remover for images itself pays for it. Now, if you only use Canva once or twice a month, then it might not be worth it. But if you're using it several times a week, even, then it's going to save you time by having Canva Pro. I've got a whole bunch of hacks on how to do a lot of the stuff for free. Truck driving by. But I really, really save a lot of time using Canva Pro. Now, if you're interested, I can tell you a little bit about my personal journey that has happened this week. I've had a really, really, really crazy week. And long story short is it ended up us buying new tires and a new phone because two things decided to die this weekend. And it was not something that we needed to do financially, but you can't get around. You can't get around when you don't have tires. And I've got doctor's appointments that I require a GPS to get to, and I can't get to them if my cell phone isn't working with GPS. So, yeah. I'm a fan of your videos. Thank you so much. Hey, make sure that you comment on some of them because the name is kind of like not, like it's not hitting the memory banks. You've probably commented, but make sure you comment on those videos, especially all of them, any of them, anything. I love to see the comments come through. And yes, the background remover is powerful. So yeah, that video, that live stream that I did with the secret image tricks, even including how to do the big bold outlines on text, like that is just, I love that I was able to share that. Thanks so much. I'm glad that we met. I think we met through Nick's live streams. You were very, very interactive in the chat. Always you interact in the comments, and it makes my day. All right, let me get rid of this banner. And before I go, so I'll tell you what happened. On Friday, I got through with the live stream, and on Friday, I did this live stream. And I don't think a lot of you were here for it. I did this live stream right here called Failure. The day you failed on YouTube, how to use Canva for YouTube. So when I did this video, I felt like it was terrible. And looking back, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I just had I had a bad headache and I had a lot of brain moments, and it was just tough. Like this live stream was tough. I left out of this live stream and I pretty much just wanted to crawl in a hole and cry. But it led me to go live again on Friday. So last week there was 2 live streams, and I did this one and it went much better. But after I got off of it, my voice was very, very weak. Thank you so much, Dolores. So, Dolores, what you need to know is that any of my pre-recorded content, like my videos that are shorter, like 5 minutes to 10 minutes, like anything that's like that, I do voiceover only. You don't get to see my face. And I do that because I really struggle with the editing process if I have to add in my face to it as well. And so it's just a lot quicker for me to edit videos if I just do voiceover. And so you won't get to see the lovely face and the hat and the same pink shirt for those, because it's just much quicker for me to get on, write out what I want to say, and record it than it is for me to have to set up lights and set up cameras and set up everything. And so because I've got a lot of health issues, that getting the content out is more important to me, and teaching is more important to me than it is for me to try to set up this. Because if I had to set up this every time I recorded an edited video, then I would probably do 1 video a month. I'm not joking, because I can't physically do this like more than once a week with the lights and the camera, because the lights give me a massive headache, and the light on the camera, like my sensitivity just goes off the chart. So between the 2 things, I should probably just pull me up. Between the 2 things, like I just have a really hard time. So I just try to limit it. And so when I'm doing pre-recorded videos, right, I just do the, sorry, I got distracted by this one. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this again next Friday about the same time, probably 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time to probably about right now. It depends on my throat and everything, but I'm also going to be on Claire Sara's live stream on Thursday as well. But in order to keep myself as healthy as I can, I try not to use lights and the cameras as much. So these videos that I do that are without my face help me to be able to put out the content. But after that live stream, my husband calls me and says, I said, I can't talk. My voice is not very strong. I'll see you when you get home. So about 20 minutes later, he calls me and I'm like, you just have to talk. You can't not talk to me. And he goes, no, I wish it was that. My tires just went flat. My tire, like one of his tires. And I'm like, how bad is it? Can you get home? So he drives home. He makes it here. And then we call the tire place. And they say that they're open until 5:30, and it's like 3 something. So I follow him to the tire place. We get there and basically find out that they don't have the tires in stock. So they put on a used tire, and we ordered new tires. And we ordered all 4 new tires because his tires needed replacing. Like all of them needed replacing, but the one that was flat had 2 different puncture marks, and he thinks that it happened sometime between when he stopped to get something to eat and when he called. So he drove over something that just went. And so anyway, instead of patching it until Tuesday, they did that with they put a used tire on. He came home, and then on the next day, my phone died, and it didn't even give me any warning. Like it died. And My phone is from 2015. Like, it's a 2015 model of Samsung. And it was a hand-me-down to me. It was my husband's. My husband got it brand new. And then, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, he gave it to me. It was my first smartphone. But over the last 18 months, it's given me a lot of troubles. We've replaced the battery now 3 times. And so we decided it was finally time to get a new phone. We can't afford a new phone, especially now that we've paid for new tires. So we did a lot of thinking. And anyway, we got a new phone. So I've got a brand new phone. Like, it's a Samsung 22. It's going to take me a little while to get used to it. So what I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do is I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use the Canva mobile app a little bit and maybe do some screen recordings of some things there. I just don't know how that works because I don't know anything about, like, me and mobile phones don't get along. So I'm hoping to be able to learn it, and it's just super exciting. So it's been a week. It really has. So, all right, I tell you what, we're going to head this out. I'm going to click the little outro clip and then click end broadcast. Thank you so much for learning with me today. And if you have any questions after the stream is over, make sure that you leave them in the comments. And I'll see you on Monday. I'll see you on Monday in the live chat for the premiere for the Canva text tutorial. You're not going to want to miss it. It's how to put text behind an image. All right. I will see you next time.